Birkin bag at AMEX boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you, step by step.
With China exposing the fraud and the scams that are luxury brands and their luxury goods, luxury retail is over. They were already struggling.
Are we witnessing the fall of the luxury handbag industry? I'm sure you've all seen the viral TikTok video coming out of China where they're breaking down the cost of a Birkin. The funny thing to me is, and I've been saying this for years, these bags, they don't cost that much to make.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex and today we're going to be talking about luxury exposed, the truth behind the glamour. Luxury often looks flawless on the surface, but behind it can be depth, pressure, and illusion. Many chase high-end lifestyles to keep up appearance rather than true enjoyment. When the curtain is pulled back, the reality of luxury isn't always as glamorous as it seems. It reveals how image and status can sometimes outweigh the financial stability. So, guys, without further ado, let's dive into the videos and watch.
China, 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 come on, please, stop it. Why on the running out so hard? Why on the run out so hard to make people, consumer, feel so bad about spending them hard-earned cash, hard-earned money to treat themselves and buy good pieces that they can look back on and one day and say, well then, I work and buy myself this piece, or I work and buy myself that piece. Huh? Why are you guys doing this to us, the consumers? Why? Huh? No, I'm questioning if those pieces that I have, because I have quite a few pieces that I have gone to the boutique and bought for myself. Like, I work and I treat myself. You understand? And so, well then, if one day, God forbid, I wake up and I don't have cash, I don't have money like that, I could always go back and sell those pieces for the money that I bought them for, or put markup on them and sell them and get a good money for them. You understand? And pay my bills, use it to pay my bills or buy my food or whatever. And come now to get the understanding that those pieces, those expensive pieces that I've gone to the boutique and spend my hard-earned cash to treat myself and pick up or to buy, those that is saying Italy and some other expensive states, those are made in China. Come on, China, stop it. Stop the running out and make people feeling bad, consumers feeling bad. Because right now I'm feeling terrible to know that I spend my money like that, my hard-earned money, to treat myself of pieces. I have so many pieces that I have gone to the boutiques, a few boutiques in New York, and pick up and treat myself. Alright? And now you're telling me that those pieces were made by you guys, and those same pieces could be sold for like $20, $30? Huh? No, it's not fair for us. I want back my money from those boutiques. I'm gonna pack up all my expensive pieces, take them back to those boutiques, and try to get back my money. I'm just kidding, guys, but I mean, it's a serious thing. It's I am feeling bad, and I know a lot of people like myself is feeling bad today because they spend thousands of dollars to buy the expensive things, treat themselves, you know, tell yourself that, well, you work hard and at least you can treat yourself by something to buy something nice. only to find out that it's something that don't even worth it don't even worth that much. That's not fair.
Yeah, what do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. This lady have a pretty good thoughts, and I'm very happy that she shared with us on our show. Okay, guys, let's dive to the next video and watch. It's gonna be pretty interesting one. The Chinese gentleman explains, the real cost of the bags and other stuff of the things, and I decided it was pretty interesting to add this video to our show. So let's dive into the video and watch.
This Birkin bag at Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you, step by step. First thing first, Hermes only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One is called Muti from Italy. And the second is Weinheimera from Germany. And the third is Haas from France. One piece of Togo leather, the same leather as this one, will cost 450 USD. And one piece of the leather is only enough to make one Birkin, okay? The thread. And of course, for Hermes Birkin, the thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil au Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD. The edge oil. This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat seal edge oil. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And also inside, there is a zipper from Riri brand. And the zipper for one bag is 10 USD. And then the cost of human resource. The French artisans is much more expensive than Chinese artisans. To finish one bag, the human resource cost will be 600 USD. The package, now this is not that expensive, it's 10 USD. So now to sum those up, the total cost will be 1,400 USD for one Birkin out of factory. But why Hermes will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us. Because for our bags, we use exactly the same material, same leather, same hardware, same edge oil. The only difference is one, we don't have the logo, so we don't have to pay so much amount of money just for that logo. And second, our human resource is much cheaper. This is why this bag from our factory only costs you 1,000 USD, but even better quality and craftsmanship.
Yeah, very interesting, so the gentleman just break down the cost of the Birkin bag, which is cost $38,000. $38,000, I cannot even imagine that it was so expensive. I knew that the Birkin bags actually cost a lot, but I didn't know that it's $38,000. Okay, guys, if you have Birkin bag, let me know in the comment below. I will be very happy to read all the comments and and tell me why it's so expensive. I mean, like, it's marketing and water, like $38,000. It's a cost of a pretty good car right nowadays. And have you ever thought about just to get a replica from even this gentleman or any other factory, China? Let me know in the comments below, and let's dive to the next video and watch.
With China exposing the fraud and the scams that are luxury brands and their luxury goods, luxury retail is over. They were already struggling. I've talked to you guys about how Saks and Neiman's and Nordstrom and like plenty others, Macy's, they're all going through it right now, particularly department stores. I talk about department stores a lot because I used to work in department stores before I moved on to accounting and finance. They are done. They were already holding on their last lifeline. But now that it's been exposed that all that shit is junk that you can get for a cheaper price overseas, it is completely over. There's no coming back from this. And even for the brands themselves, they're super done. They're super done. You guys have gotten on so many apps and so many social media platforms and talked about quality declining. You guys complain about the quality all the time. Oh, my bag is stained, and it's ripped, and it's rubbing, and it's got scratches on it, and the zipper is all messed up. You guys have complained about quality for years, and these brands don't give a damn. They continue to raise prices for that same junk that they sell you. And I'm not here to bullshit you and be a hypocrite. I've got designer items as well. But at the end of the day, I have stopped buying that shit a long time ago. Like, now I only get it on consignment. But even for the consignment girlies, it's done. Because a lot of that shit is still overpriced. It's done. We're done. The Bible says, last shall be first, the first shall be last. We are watching like a big change in the power structure. China was already on the come up. They're like about to go into the stratosphere because Americans are naturally consumers. We don't know how to make shit. We don't make shit. Our jobs are sitting at a desk all day sending emails. That's what we consider you've made it. Once you get a corporate job, manufacturing jobs in the U.S. don't pay. You know, we don't pay. We don't do shit in America. Like, all the people who do the real work are paid the least. The people who do the fake work are paid the most. So, luxury retail, it's my kiss goodbye. Because retail was already struggling. Like, I'm not just saying luxury retail shit. We watch Party City crash. We watch Forever 21. They don't even make luxury, goods. They're already on their ass. So, if you work at a department store right now, you need to find another job. Go back to school, get a trade, do something. You walk out of there right now. Because none of that shit is going to move. It's already not moving because people don't have the money to even buy that shit. And now that we know what's really going on, now that the jig is up, oh, babe, clock that T. It's done.
Yeah, what do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. So as I understand, we are in the nation of consumers, not the producers. Yeah, so what do you think about that? It'll be interesting to read all about that in the comments below. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
Are we witnessing the fall of the luxury handbag industry? I'm sure you've all seen the viral TikTok video coming out of China where they're breaking down the cost of a Birkin. The funny thing to me is, and I've been saying this for years, these bags, they don't cost that much to make. I mean, we know the cost of leather and the value of leather and hardware, not real gold. So to think that a bag would actually be worth $38,000 is mind-blowing. And now look at like a Gucci, which most of the time is just a fabric and not even leather. So I definitely think we need to like reassess our values and where we're spending our money. And the value is not in a handbag, that's for sure. Also, I think with the rise of DHgate, resale, all these fake handbag sellers, I mean, almost everybody I know, even people with a lot of money, own at least a few dupe handbags. In the future, like, are you willing to spend over $2,000 on a bag? I would say the only bag that I have spent over $2,000 that I think is worth the money is a Bottega Veneta. They are the most beautiful leather, the craftsmanship, but like above $2,500, not doing it.
Yeah, good thought from this lady. What do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Like, is it worth it to pay $38,000 for Birkin bag, or Bottega Veneta $2,000 plus dollars is enough? Okay, I will be very happy to read that. Okay, let's dive in the next video and watch.
I've been seeing all these different videos from China of them exposing these luxury brands on how they've been basically overcharging for these bags and these different items that they so-called made, but they're overcharging for them. And I actually feel sorry if it's true. We don't know if it's all true yet, but it seems as though this is true. But what I want to get at is this: the people who spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on these different items, I actually feel sorry for you, because you spent a lot of money on things. And some people have died and lost their lives over some of these products. Some people have went into bankruptcy buying these products. You know, you have some women who have slept with men all across this country just to get money to go purchase these luxury brands. If all this is true, wow, I wouldn't want to be the person who spent this money. I mean, think about how they may feel at this moment right now on, first of all, the money that they have spent. Second of all, those who maybe even be in jail for killing somebody over a bag that they thought was $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, but it's only worth $50,000. Can you imagine how they feel right now? What about these luxury brands refunding all these people they've made this? It's not gonna happen, but wow, something to think about. Now, we don't know if this is all true, but think about this. What about the people like your Mayweathers, who done made videos of shutting down stores and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars buying bags, jackets, coats, and belts?
Yeah, good thought. Definitely. I think that people that buying these goods, and definitely they probably feel not good when they will understand that this whole things cost a lot less than they paid in the boutique for them. Okay, guys, in any case, let me know in comments below what do you think about that, and let's dive next video and watch.
Some say as long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China. But those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own countries and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, close your eyes. Let's just do a little very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have Hermes bag and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else like leathers, zippers, and hardware remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans. Let's not be poisoned and misled by the market campaign any longer.
Yeah, interesting stuff with this gentleman. He promoting his factory pretty good. He's definitely know how to make a business here, and he's explaining it very simple. It's very interesting to understand that a lot of these bags that we see in boutiques are made in China, even in very expensive boutiques. What do you think about that? Yes, let me know in the comments below, and let's dive next video and watch.
My FYP is full of videos coming out of China and just exposing all of these luxury brands. Bueno, di que luxury, porque ahora they're just exposing them for what they really are, which is a bunch of frauds. In these videos, a lot of them are talking about how they are manufacturing a lot of these luxury goods and then sending them back, or shipping them back, I should say, to their respective country, whether they're from like Italy, France, etc., you name it. They send it back there so that they can stamp on it made in Italy, made in France, made in America, because Nike and Adidas are also on that list, if you don't know. But anyway, I didn't knew that. That's why I didn't have no problems like with any girls that were buying from DH Gate or going to Canal Street, because they're made in the same factory, babes. A lot of you girls will literally buy Chanel, Dior, whatever, and shit on the girls that get stuff from DH Gate. Meanwhile, they're coming from the same factory, boo-boo. And don't get me started on these luxury brands selling jewelry, because y'all are goofy for buying from them, okay? I would rather go to Canal Street, go into one of those jewelry stores, or even in the Diamond District, go to any of those places, or hit up, one of my Arab friends and let them know, hey, I want to go jewelry shopping, I want to get some gold. I'd rather go with them because I know that I'm getting my money's worth. Unlike going to like what is it? But what's everybody getting nowadays? Oh, the Van Cleef or whatever. Please, please be for real. I distinctly remember seeing a video. I don't know if it was on TikTok or on YouTube. It might have been on TikTok, to be honest. It was a man. I think this came out when this whole scandal, I think it was from Dior or something. Like it cost like $57 in total to make their bags, and they're selling it for the thousands. Anyway, I digress from the point, but I remember distinctly seeing that video and how a lot of these luxury brands don't make their products in house anymore, that they ship it elsewhere. My bad. They ship it elsewhere and then they have it sent back in order to put the finishing touches on it. I think there's only very few brands, I think Coach is one of them, that still makes their things in house. Listen, this is why I stick to Coach, Kate Spade. I will never shit on somebody that buys from DH Gate or Canal Street because I've gotten a few things from those places. And I've also bought things secondhand or from consignment stores or vintage stores. So, to the girlies that make it their entire personality that they only buy designer items, ¿cómo te quedó el ojo ahora?
Like always, interesting thought. I decided to add this to our show so that they can, share her thoughts with us guys. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'm do appreciate for all your likes, share, subscriptions. Really important for me to grow this channel. Like always, guys, be safe. See you in the next episode, and bye for now.